people do not like, and neurologically, we do not respond well to monotone voice communications. And the great communicators access secret number 2, which is the power of voice tone, by creating variation in their voice tone. And we do variation as human beings in 3 basic ways. Number 1, sometimes we talk louder and sometimes we talk softer. So this is so important. We've increased our volume. Or by changing your volume to be even softer. This is so important. So this is so important. So I've raised my volume. I'm no longer what? I'm no longer monotone, single tone. I'm now creating variation by increasing volume, decreasing volume. Do you know why monotone and lack of variation is something that puts people to sleep? It's hypnosis. You're literally hypnotizing, the same stimulus over and over again, right? It's like poof. And you literally put people to sleep unless you vary your voice tone, also your body language. We'll get to that. So number 1 way to vary your voice tone is to change the volume. Number 2 is the pace. So if you're constantly going da, like a metronome, da, 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 it becomes what? Monotone, single tone, hypnotic. You put people to sleep with that. So, for example, if something is really important, you might go, so what I want to tell you is really important. This one thing is going to change the culture and the profitability of this company. Okay? Now, what have I done? I've changed the pace. So we can change the volume, we can change the pace. In that example, I just did what? I slowed down the pace. Now, one of the great opportunities to get a lot of information in and accomplish the incredibly important thing of creating variation is to pick up the pace. And what are the great times to pick up a pace? Is when you have a list of things. Here are the 5 things that we've accomplished, or here are our 5 goals for the next quarter. And you go, goal number 1, goal number 2, goal number 3, goal number 4, goal number 5, as opposed to goal number 1, goal number 2. It's like, enough already. So if you have a list of things, you can pick it up. And then what I love to do is save the most important thing, the most important goal, the most important result that you've created for the last quarter. And the last one, you can then slow it down. So there's 1, and there's 2, and there's 3, and there's 4. But what I'm most excited about, and I'm so grateful for all of you for creating this for our last quarter, is that we were able to increase profitability by 42% because we made the kind of changes that we have all been wanting to make over the past quarters. And I am so proud of you for that. So let's now get back to what we can do to continue this incredible progress, right? And so you change the pace, pick it back up. So fast on the list, slow down to give the acknowledgement, have a little more emotion there, and then pick it back up. So variation destroys the hypnotic effect of the monotone. It is absolutely critical that you do punctuation in one form or another if you want to drive your message across. And at the same time, what are you doing when you punctuate? You are inherently creating variation equally as well and powerfully as the variation in pitch, pace, and volume. It's probably the biggest, most clear difference between really good speakers and communicators and the greats. And what we're talking about is the power of the pause. You know, there's a saying in music that God lives between the notes. God lives between the notes. And in public speaking, I believe that God, Spirit, that powerful, deep, emotional connection exists between the words. An often overlooked aspect of voice tone is resonance. Let me demonstrate something. And this is something that you can practice. So if I say, "Hi, my name is Richard Greene. I'm here to teach public speaking," you're going to go, "What?" Right? I don't want to pay attention to someone who speaks like that, no matter who else, what else you know about me. Or I could go, "Hi, my name is Richard Greene, and I'm here to teach some public speaking." Right? That's better. That's more normal. But what if I go, "Hi, my name is Richard Greene, and I'm here to teach some incredibly important public speaking techniques." Right? Is there a difference? What's the difference? The difference is the resonance of my voice. Very thin, kind of average, and a deep, rich resonance. One of the most important ways that you can get the credibility, the respect, the authority that you want, and to have gravitas is by having more resonance. Most professional speakers are nothing more than great storytellers with a little extra stuff to bind the stories together. That's it. The other thing on words is that you want to use them in the single most important way that human beings use words from every culture and every age group, every ethnicity, everything that exists on the planet. There is one way that human beings use words that are most effective and most powerful and part of our very civilization. You know what that is? Stories. The 6 most powerful words a speaker can ever say to an audience is, "Let me tell you a story." So the first thing you need to do with words is make sure that if you're communicating to an audience, that you only use words that are easy for them to understand, whether you're in finance, whether you're in tech, whether you're in manufacturing, whether you're in international relations, whatever it is. Every business, every organization has jargon, so you have to de-jargonize. Okay, you want to use user-friendly language. I want you to understand, it's not just the words, because you could have 1,000 people say, "I have a dream," or 1,000 people say, "The only thing to fear is fear itself," or "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country," or "All I have to offer is blood, toil, tears, and sweat." And it will land and have the impact in 1,000 different ways. It's that unique combination of the conviction, the credibility, the power, the authenticity of the speaker in that moment of time for big scale historical events, but also for personal events, and the personality which drives those words through to the hearts of other people, either in a small way, a medium way, or truly in a global world-shaking way. It's not the words that are going to move mountains per se, but they will move the emotions and the mindset of millions or hundreds of millions or even billions of people.